Massena zone. Schneider trying to feed it along the boards for Parker. Poked back in behind. Frito trying to center it high over the net. Back to the point. Here's a shot. And the net's off its moorings, knocked over on its side. And the faceoff will come in the Massena zone as the defenseman, Tim Panic, tried to get the shot off, and he kind of misfired on it anyway. So the net result is going to be a faceoff inside Massena territory to the left of goaltender Bruce DeRushy.
Somebody must have hit that net from behind and knock it straight over the front. Good thing DeRushy wasn't still in the net when it came over.
Face it off again. Frito will face it off against Craner once more. In the Massena zone, left side, off the draw. The bouncing puck goes in behind the net. Brett Schneider feeds it around the boards. We get a whistle right away, and there's going to be a penalty as Kevin Craner gets the call for high sticking. So Massena right off the bat here will be shorthanded. Or I guess they call a hooking on that, Paul. But it's a stick penalty nonetheless. Okay. And so Bishop Timon will go on the power play here early in the hockey game as Massena gets the gate. Kevin Craner for hooking. Coming out to play the man-down situation will be Pat Tracy and Jeff Fauché. Schneider and Sidden will stay out there. It's going to be Dave Ryan out there along with P.J. Shine and Joey Ciroli. Off the face-off, puck comes right across the goal mouth. Picked up on the left side after the goalie touched it. Cerrone with it. Cerrone dropping it back to the point, gets it right back again. Cerrone feeding it behind, give and go, knocked down by Schneider. The puck goes in the corner. We got a whistle. And we got a charging call against Bishop Timon. Apparently they're going to call this one nice and tight from the looks of it.
He went right into DeRushy and, of course, knocked the moorings off the net again. And Humel was right in back of the net, so he saw everything.
So Dave Cerrone gets the call that time. And that'll be a charging call. And so that'll even things up. And we'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. For the next minute 15, then Massena will go on a mini power play. Dave Cerrone getting the gate. I think that was number 7. I'm almost positive it was. Anyway, the faceoff comes outside, and Tracy trying to control it ahead to Fauché. Steps by a check. Here comes Fauché. Over to Tracy, and it goes just by him. Pat couldn't quite come up with it. Poor Pat's been looking for his first goal. Still looking for his first goal.
Patience will pay off.
Here comes Timon trying to get the shot off. They get it back again. Here's another shot. Oh, DeRushy stops it with a face mask.
Yep.
That shot coming off the stick of Dave Ryan. And back the other way comes Adams. Adams taking it into the corner. Now centering pass. Fauché couldn't pick it up. And the puck comes back the other way. Ryan once again. Now moving it down is P.J. Shine. Stops inside the blue line. Tracy gets a piece of it. Here comes Pat Tracy. 1-on-1. The big drive and the save made by goaltender Casca. So Pat Tracy, he didn't know where it was at first, but he found the loose puck, picked it up. And now we're down to 20 seconds in the Massena penalty as they dump it back into the zone. Picked up there by Trio. Trio trying to feed it out to center ice. Comes to the Massena blue line. Poke checked away. They jam for it. Bouncing puck. Controlled finally by Sidden. Sidden going over to Schneider on the backhand. Schneider starts out. Headman of Tayo. Jeff Tayo out there with Chris Parker feeding it off to Parker. Parker steps by the check. The shot right on the save. Rebound, and the goaltender's got a hold of it. So Jimmy Casca coming up with a save right there, and he held on as Jeff Tayo was right on top of him waiting for the rebound. 13:07 left, first period, no score. Massena on a mini power play now for 10 seconds. Kevin Craner's out of the box. He has served his penalty time, but Dave Cerrone still has 7 seconds to go. Face off right side in Timon territory. Off the draw, puck bouncing around in the circle. Craner gets a piece of it, drops it back to Parker. Parker feeding it through to Tile, right side of the goalie in the corner. Here's Tile from Massena, back to the point, gets it back again. Penalty up. Back to full strength. Tile trying to shift it across the middle. It's intercepted there by Carney. Carney has it poked away by Tayo. Tayo in behind, trying to go to Parker. Carney steals it, feeds it up along the boards to Cerrone. Cerrone's headman pass goes out to center ice. Frito. Frito across the blue line, has the puck poke checked away. Cerrone follows, score! Dave Cerrone picking up the puck after Massena poke checked it away, and Bishop Timon goes on top, 1-0. Cerrone will get the goal, and Frito will pick up the assist.
There again, it was a case of the follower, and there was a rebound or a shot, and it came off the defenseman, I believe, and the Cerrone was right there to pick the puck up, and I'm sure Dureschi was screened by about 2 or 3 guys when the puck went in the net.
Cerrone. Jim Frito getting the assist, so it is Cerrone from Frito. And Massena out there with the Jake Morris line. Off the faceoff, puck back in the Massena zone. Mike Adams has to go back in the corner after it. Circles behind the net. Sweeps it around the boards. McCracken after it. Throws a check. The puck goes by all the way down the ice. They wave the icing off. His back to pick it up is Jack O'Leary. O'Leary feeds it around the boards. Kept in at the point. Adams, he takes a whack at it. Goes off a leg all the way across the ice. Picked up there by McCracken. Centering in the slot. Knocked down by Morris. Morris trying to go back to the point, but Adams was moving, and he missed it. Has to come back out. Dumps it in. Delay offsides. Massena tags up. Back in the zone it goes. Matheson after it. Can't control it. Now Thompson's shot. About 2 feet wide. Back to Adams on the fly. Dumps it in the corner. Puck still in the Timon zone for Timon. Madison after it. Trying to poke it around the boards. Picked up there. Timon, and clearing the zone. It's Joe Treader. Treader dumps to an open wing. Adams for Massena steps in front. Feeding it ahead. Into the zone it goes. Bigelow after. Now Adams drops to Bigelow. The shot and the save on the glove by Jim Kaska. Nice pass by Mike Adams to Jeff Bigelow. The shot got off, but to no avail as the save made by Jimmy Kaska. 11:32 left, first period. Bishop Timon leading Massena on a 1-0 score. We got Tracy out there. We're going to see Convertini on the right wing and Fauché on the left wing. And it's going to be the Chris Thorpe line out there, the Bishop Timon fourth line. Thorpe with Hughes and Lafferty. Sidden and Schneider are playing back at the points. Off the faceoff. The puck moving around right in front. Here's Fauché's shot. Nice save. Nice backhander by Fauché. Picking up the loose puck. Leaves for Tracy. His shot knocked down by the defenseman. Panic for Timon. Goes back to Tracy. Trying to step it out behind. Here's Tracy with it in the corner. Has it poked away. Tied up by the defenseman. Trio. Coming in to help out is Fauché. Fauché and Trio jam. Trio gets it. Trying to clear the zone. Schneider keeps it in. Feeds it back in behind the net. Around on the other side it goes. Panic after it. Feeding it along the board. Sidden keeps it in right in front. Fauché can't get the shot off. Back to the point, and it comes out to center ice. Controlled there by Lafferty. Sean Lafferty for Timon. Feeding it back on his point.
We got a penalty.
Now we got a penalty call, and we're going to have a hooking call against Fauché. So Massena will be down a man. They're also trailing 1-0 in the first period. 10:47 left in the period. 1-0 Bishop Timon. And Timon going on the power play here. Coming out, Kevin Craner, Jeff Tayo, and let's see here. Tommy Post is out there along with Brett Schneider. No, wait a minute, that's Sidden. Excuse me. Off the face-off. Craner after it, takes a whack at it, comes up with a puck. Here's Craner just feeding it deep in Timon territory. Goaltender stops it, leaves it in behind the net. Craner picks it up. Here's Kevin Craner with it, slides it back out to center ice. And Timon controls. Picked up by Panic. Panic trying to feed it ahead. Into the zone it goes. And Tayo gets a piece of it. Breaks up the play. It's still controlled by Timon. P.J. Shine. Shine going back to the point. That's Frito with it at the point. Fakes a shot. Goes back to Shine. The 45. Trying to move it in. Poke checked away by Sidden. Puck comes back to Shine. Shine now taking it into the corner. Looking to move it through the slot. Gets a backhander. Scores a goal. Nice goal by P.J. Shine, as he put the backhander right through Bruce DeRushy's legs, and Timon goes up 2-0.
Massena's not playing that bad, and I still think they're trying to feel this team out, but the defense are letting these forwards come in and not only walk right in, but they're letting them get a halfway decent shot off, too, and there again, that one went right through DeRushy's legs for that goal.
So Massena finds itself in a 2-goal hole. P.J. Shine getting the goal. Picking up the assist, Dave Ryan. So it's Shine from Ryan on the power play, and it's 2-0. And now Craner's off, apparently hurt his ankle a little bit, and walking it off in the lane. Here comes Massena now, trying to move it ahead. Scotty McCracken trying to get through the zone. And he's knocked off the puck. It comes free. After Jeff Bigelow. Bigelow centering pass right in the slot. Nobody there. Bigelow after it again. Throws a check. Picks up the loose puck. Trying to wrap it in behind. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes around the boards to Cerrone. Cerrone loses it to McCracken. McCracken trying to tie it up in the boards. And the puck still comes free back to the point. Thompson keeps it in. Here comes Thompson. The quick wrist shot. The save made by the goalie. And we got a little pushing and shoving going on there. It's Timmy Thompson coming in from the left side. Got the shot off, but the goalie again, Jim Casca, made a good save. And the score remains 2-0 for Bishop Timon over Massena. Game 2 of the Ogdensburg Midwinter Tournament. Game 1 won by the Blue Devils. Ogdensburg defeating Plattsburgh on a score of 6-2. So with Kevin Craner out right now, and Jeff Johnson has not played here tonight. And I think something to do with discipline there. So we've got Tracy out there with Convertini. Fauché, of course, has to serve the remainder of his penalty, even though Massena gets a man back. I'm trying to pick up who's on that other wing. 2-0, Bishop Timon leading. Off the face-off, Convertini trying to go by the check. Puck poke checked away. Schneider, his shot knocked down. Here's a backhander just wide, taken by Tracy. Puck back to Sidden at the point. His shot knocked down. Comes the Convertini, quick shot, knocked down by the defense. Tim Panic. Convertini with it, trying to throw a check. We have a whistle. And we're going to have a tripping call, and I think that's going to go against Bishop Timon. Tripping the call, Fauché gets to come out of the box, and Massena will go on the power play, try to get back into this hockey game. That's Dave Ryan getting the call for tripping. 9 minutes even left to play here in period number 1. So Ryan going off for tripping. Coming at 6 minutes of the period. So Ryan went off for tripping, and Massena goes on the power play. Tracy out there, and let's see here. Tile for one, and Parker for the other. Off the faceoff, puck at the blue line. Sidden trying to keep it in, and he does. Feeds Parker, poked away. Tile picks up the loose puck, trying to dump it into the boards. It goes to Panic. Panic whacks at it, but Parker picks it up. Into the corner. Here's Chris Parker circling behind the net, looking to move it around. Goes to Schneider at the 45, left side of the goalie. Schneider dropping it back to Parker in the corner. Back to Schneider. Schneider looks to go back to Tracy. Here's Tracy at the point. He gets railed, but gets it ahead to Schneider. Here's Schneider back to Tracy. Tracy fakes going to Tile. Gets it back again. Goes to Tile. Or Sidden, rather. Sidden back to Tracy. The drive deflected right on a save. Rebound. Another big save on Tile. The puck comes to Schneider. His shot goes wide. Around the boards, it goes to Sidden. Sidden steps in front. Goes to Tile, trying to feed it in behind the net. Back to pick it up is Panic. Panic loses to Tayo. Parker's back there as well. Now Schneider feeds it to Sidden. Sidden steps by a check. Here comes Sidden trying to go to Parker behind the net. Parker goes back to Sidden on the 45. Massena controls to Tayo. Tayo fakes the shot. Back to Tracy at the point. Tracy's pass intercepted, and it's picked up by Tayo. Here's Tayo now, keeping it in the zone. Tayo trying to feed it by a check. He gets by. The quick shot goes wide. We're down to 10 seconds in the penalty. Massena's had it in the entire zone. Here's a shot knocked down behind the net. Apparently a delay penalty called on Bishop Timon. Massena's got the extra attacker out there. Centering pass back to the point goes to Tracy. Tracy to Schneider. Schneider trying to get the shot through. It's knocked down, and Timon controls. There's the whistle, and they will be called for another penalty. And Massena will stay on the power play here, as going off this time is going to be Cerrone. And I'm not sure what the call was for. They're coming at 7 minutes and 35 seconds of the period. We'll have to wait and see what the call was. Here it comes. Holding the call on Cerrone. So Massena will continue on the power play, and the trainer is back. What's the problem with Craner's ankle?
Well, he thought he could skate without it taped, and he was out there in that one shift, and his skate rolled over on him, and he got some sharp pain, so we taped her up for him.
Okay. So Massena on another power play here. They control the puck in the zone completely, totally, that power play, but they could not get a goal. Off the faceoff, puck slides to the blue line, kept in by Tracy. Tracy drops it. Here's Schneider. Schneider's drive, knocked down. Comes back to Tracy. Tracy trying to get the shot off. He can't. Here comes Timon. They got a partial breakaway. P.J. Shine gets taken out of the play by Schneider. Nice play by Schneider to take the man. Back the other way comes Sidden. Sidden breaks through the middle, trying to drop it off, and the puck back to the point. Nobody there for Massena, and it's back down the ice. Out to center ice. P.J. Shine drops it back in his own end. And Timon's just going to dump it. It goes around the boards. Picked up by Sidden. Sidden in his own end. Headman's to Adams. Adams trying to dump it ahead. Goes by everybody back in the Timon zone. As they move it back the other way, it's P.J. Shine. Shine has it poked away. It goes back to the Massena zone. Adams picks it up. Adams, headman, trying to move it along the boards. And this time, Massena having no luck at all controlling the puck. They controlled it completely last power play, but did not get a goal. This time, they've been unable to even get it in the Timon zone. Back out to center ice it comes, controlled by Timon. They dump it right back in. And there's going to be a face-off.
Offsides?
Yeah, offsides called on Timon. 6:20 left to go first period. Bishop Timon leading Massena 2-0. So for such a weak team...
well, they can put you to sleep. You know, it's one of those, you see them with different colored pants on the uniforms, and they don't look like a team when they're warming up, but different story now.
They got a couple of goals. Puck dumped back in the Massena zone again. Mike Adams coming back for it. Adams over skates, has to turn around, feeds it up along the wing. Puck poke checked away. Here's a chance for Timon. Taken out of the play, though. And Massena controls out to center ice. Jake Morris picking up the loose puck. Cuts across the grain. He's got the shot. He fired it wide. Good opportunity. He fired it wide. Now the puck behind the net. Bigelow forechecking after it. He can't control it. Now he gets a poke at it. Bigelow with a puck. Looking for somebody. Trying to get it to McCracken. Knocked down in front. Morris had it momentarily, but Timon's going to ice the puck.
Nice.
And that'll move the faceoff back into their territory with 5:41 left to play here in the period. The first period, Bishop Timon leading Massena on a score of 2-0.
I think their goalie, Casca, I think he's played a few games before.
He's played very well.
Just the way he's handled himself, and he poke-checked the puck away from a couple of our players a few times when the puck was around the net. He's done an excellent job so far.
Kevin Craner's back out now with his line mates, Tayo and Parker. Off the faceoff. Puck comes to Parker. His shot goes high and wide. Into the corner. Tayo after it. Tayo gets tied up. Trying to come up with it. Poked away. Puck comes right in front of the net. That's Madison. Can't clear the zone. Adams. His shot right on Craner's stick. Shot. Save. And the rebound. I guess the goalie still got it. Yeah.
Nope, it's behind the net right now. Puck ended up behind the net against the boards, and there was enough pile up where the referee didn't see it, so he had to blow the whistle.
That was another big save by goaltender Casca. And you're right, he's a good one.
He's a gamer, it seems.
I think when we get the shots on net for the first period, he's going to have a lot more saves.
A lot more marks than Dreshy is for that first period.
We've got Trio and Panic coming back out there to play the points. Craner line stays out for Massena, and that's not sure what line it is. Off the faceoff, Tile the backhander knocked down in the slot. Poke check back out to the blue line, out to center ice. Intercepted. Craner goes back to Adams at the Massena blue line. Poked away from him. Following up is Thompson. Thompson has it taken away and dumped right back in the Massena zone. Back for it is Adams. Stops behind the net, now starts out. Woohoo! Right in front of his own net, but he feeds it ahead for Tayo. Massena breaking down. Tayo across the blue line, gets by the defense. A backhander save. The rebound. Craner centers it. Goes all the way back to the 45. It's picked up by the defenseman. That's Treader out to center ice. Now Sidden with it. As Sidden out there with Schneider. His headman pass goes back into Timon's zone. It's right back out again to the Massena blue line. Parker picked it up and overskated it. Finally, it's Sidden following. Sidden pokes it ahead. Nice pass. Here's Tayo breaking in. Fakes a shot. Now he fired it wide. Convertini racing in the corner. Massena on the line change. Back to the blue line. Bounces by and out to center ice. All the way down the ice, in fact. And they're going to call icing on Bishop Timon. Massena now trying to get a little bit of an advantage here territorially. And they seem to be controlling the play. But so far, Jim Casca's had their number.
You know, it's just like in baseball. Good pitching will beat good hitting anytime. You get a hot goalie, Jerry, I don't care how weak your team is, he's going to keep you in the game, and he's doing that for Timon's right now.
They've gotten a couple of goals, too.
Yeah.
So they lead Massena by a pair. Tracy's line out. Back to the point. Sidden's drive. Not even close. Goes way wide. Puck picked up behind the net now. Jack O'Leary, big defenseman, trying to feed it up to the 45. We have a whistle.
Net's off again.
Okay.
I thought ours moved a lot in Massena, but these seem to be a little bit
I'm trying to where was it? Down at Northeast Clinton. Apparently they have those magnets.
Okay.
And boy, that thing, all you had to do is breathe on it, and it came off its moorings.
I thought you were going to say a little something different, because what we use is just some nails on a post that dig into the ice, and they move quite easily, but it's better to have them that way.
Yeah, here's a quick wrist shot off the face-off. Nice save. Back to center ice it comes. Chris Sidden with it. Sidden steps by a check. Steps across the red line, trying to dump it ahead. Hit Fauché on the skate. Back into the zone it comes. Back out again. Now Fauché looking for it. Throws a check. They jam. And the puck slides to the Massena blue line. Brett Schneider. Schneider, head man of Convertini, goes off his stick. Into the zone. Ahead to Tracy. Tracy in behind the net. Centering pass right in front. And the goalie made another, I don't know if you call it a save, but he controlled the play. We have a whistle. And there's going to be a penalty. A slashing call against Fauché. No. Or yes?
I think Jeff.
No, it's against Timon. It's going to go against...
I thought for sure he was looking right at Jeff when he made that call.
Chris Thorpe is going to get the gate for slashing, and Massena's got another power play opportunity here with 3:39 left in the first period. The Raiders are trailing it 2-0. Slashing the call on Thorpe. Kevin Craner's line out there for Massena. Off the draw, the puck bounces out to center ice. Racing for it is Cerrone. Cerrone can't catch it. Parker does. And Parker starts back, feeding Craner. Cross the blue line, poked away. Now Sidden with it. Sidden dumps it off to Tayo. He takes it across. At the blue line, goes to Parker. Parker takes it in behind the net. Couldn't quite control it. Parker now trying to dump it back. It's intercepted by Cerrone. Trying to dump it out. He can't. Back to Craner at the point. Here's Craner. The big drive through a screen to save the rebound. Another big save. Two big saves by Casca. And Parker picks it up. Here's Parker in behind the net now, circling. Back to Sidden. Sidden to Craner. Craner back to Sidden. The quick shot is deflected up into the ceiling. And the faceoff will come top of the circle in time and territory. 46 seconds in the power play. 2:54 in the period. Massena trailing 2-0.
I just hope Massena doesn't get frustrated and then start taking it out on penalties or whatever. As long as they just keep putting that puck towards the goal, one of these times it's going to go in.
Well, they've had some good opportunities, but the goaltenders played extremely well.
Excellent.
Probably the best goalie we've seen this year. Off the faceoff, all the way back in Massena territory. Sidden feeds it over to Schneider behind the net. Schneider starts out. Head man pass off the boards to Sidden. Chris picks it up, takes it across, has it poked away. Getting it back again. Back to the point is Craner. Craner, Parker. Parker, quick shot. Knocked down the rebound. Another shot. Another save. Picked up by Tayo on the rebound, circling behind the net. Here's Tayo. Poked away by the defenseman. Trio dumps it around the boards, kept in by Sidden. Sidden in behind the net. Here's the backhander across the goal mouth by Tayo. Comes to Parker in the corner. 9 seconds left in the power play. Parker centering it right across the goal mouth. Comes back to center ice off a defenseman's stick. And that'll take care of the penalty right there. And it's picked up by Craner. Craner steps by a check, has it taken away, but offsides the call anyway, as I think Tayo was ahead of the play. We're down to 2:03 left in the first period. Bishop Timon leading Massena 2-0. No doubt about it. A hot goaltender in Jim Casca.
2-1.
Face-off will come outside, time and territory. Jake Morris's line out for Massena, and it's the Frito line for Timon. Off the face-off, Bigelow poked away. Here comes Mike Adams, following up, takes it across. Adams breaking in left side, centers it. Morris goes behind his stick. Thompson into the corner, taken into the boards there heavily by Carney. Puck poked around and slides out to center ice again, and Adams has to race for it. Adams being forechecked by Cerrone, circles by him and starts back the other way. Ryan comes up to try to break it up, but it goes to McCracken. Takes it across in the slot. Doesn't get the shot. Now he does. Score! Scotty McCracken! And McCracken waited and waited and waited till the goalie was screened, and then fired it high over his gloved shoulder into the net, and Massena gets on the scoreboard. A good time to score a goal with 1:29 left in period number one. It's 2-1.
He picked up that puck on the right side of center ice and brought it in and came across, and it seemed like the two wings, or the two other forwards, came right through the slot. screened it for him, and I think he hit the upper left-hand corner of the net. Nice goal.
Thompson getting the assist. So McCracken from Thompson off the faceoff. Let's see if that'll light a fire under Massena here. Fauché throws a check in the corner. Puck squirts free. Picked up by Convertini, stepping by a check. The backhander saved. The rebound swept into the corner by goalie Casca. Now back to the point. Thompson steps into it, pokes it into the corner again. Madison picking it up, sliding to the blue line. Thompson throws a check, but the puck slides all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Bishop Timon. And with 1:03 left to play in the period, the faceoff will move back. Like you say, you keep putting it at the net. Eventually,
right.
It's going to go in.
Got it. It'd be nice if they get one to at least go into the end of the first period tied up, so we can start things right all over again.
Tracy's line. Tracy, Convertini, and Fauché. Apparently Johnson's not going to play. Some kind of a, well, we're not sure what. So we'll leave it at that.
That's right. That's right. You don't know, so you don't want to say anything.
But Jeff Johnson is not playing here tonight. So Convertini has moved up to play the wing. Of course, like we mentioned, Massena pretty deep. Here's Convertini. Oh, shot went off a leg. That hurt.
Ouch.
Went off Joey Cerrone's leg.
Side of one.
Ouch. Puck bouncing around, controlled. I think that's Cerrone now picking it up. Oh, he got railed. And following back the other way, Fauché can't control it. Cerrone again takes it in right side, trying to dump it through. Fauché picks up the puck. Oh, fed it ahead for Tracy, went behind him. Now puck back to the Massena blue line. Sitten picks it up. 38 seconds left in the period. 2-1 Timon. Headman Tracy off his stick to the blue line. Bouncing puck, knocked down, back to the red line. Schneider takes a whack at it, can't control it. Coming in is Pat Tracy. Tracy, he can't handle it either. Now finally he gets the loose puck, feeds it into the zone. Timon right back out again. Across the blue line, but offsides will be called. And with 18 seconds left to play in the first period, the faceoff will come outside the Massena zone.
This may be one of those games where it's just going to be a little matter of time before Massena gets the upper hand. Of course, any team coming up here and excited about playing a couple of the top teams in the NAC, and they may come out of here flying the first period.
Well, they did. That's for sure.
Know after that.
But actually what they've had is a hot goalie.
Yep.
Massena's had the better part of play, I think, but the goalie's been hot. Parker with a puck now, 7 seconds left. Thompson follows. Offsides will be the call. Thompson from Massena came in across the blue line, but somebody else was offside. And with 5 seconds left, going to take a quick shot to score in this period.
It's been done before, Jerry.
Oh, yeah. But not often.
No. I wouldn't
Face
want to put
off.
any money on it.
Thompson, 4 seconds, trying to feed it ahead. Here's a shot. It goes high over the net in the Massena end. And period number 1 will come to an end with the Bishop. He made a lot of saves. But incidentally, the saves for Casca, 16. The saves for DeRushy, 4. The shots on net were 17-6 in favor of Massena. So that gives you a little indication. But the score is 2-1 for Timon off the faceoff. Puck comes back in the Massena zone. Trying to clear it out of there. Craner has to come back for it. Feeding Schneider. Feeds it ahead back out to center ice. Picked up at the blue line by Timon out to center ice. As they try to control it, it's Frito coming back for Bishop Timon. He left it. Craner picks up the loose puck. Comes right in front. Craner shot, score! And Casca didn't beat him that time.
No. Craner had his mind made up, and everything went the way he wanted it. I think that there was a lot of water on the ice. It hadn't froze yet, and the defenseman was trying to take it out of his zone. He looked up for a second, and all of a sudden the puck wasn't there, but it was behind him. Kevin, alert, picked it up and walked right in and gave him a fake to the left and went to the right and slid it in the backside of him. So here we go.
Well, like Reggie often says, when it's Craner on the goalie, you don't bet against him.
No.
I certainly wouldn't.
It's just him and the goalie. It's more times than all Kevin comes out the winner.
Off the face-off, the puck back into the Massena zone. Unassisted Kevin Craner goal. We have a whistle, and we're going to have a slashing call. And I think Kevin's going to get the gate. Yep. So slashing the call on Craner. Our score is tied up at 2 apiece, and Massena immediately has to try to kill a penalty here. So Kevin Craner, first the hero with a goal, now the GOAT with the penalty.
4 seconds after he gets his goal, he ends up in the penalty box.
Wait a minute. Who do I see taking the face-off there? That's Jeff Johnson. So Johnson apparently is going to play now.
Must have sat him a period for some reason or other.
Yeah, so now Johnson will be out there. He did not play at all in that first period, but he's out there now trying to kill off this penalty. Fauché steals it in the zone, circling around. And he just takes it back and dumps it into the corner. I'll tell you what, you don't find too many better penalty killers than Jeff Fauché.
No, he's a good hustler.
He's a hard-working hockey player.
He's a hustler. You'd only use a longer stick.
Puck comes in the Massena zone, picked up there by Sidden, and he dumps it back to Timon zone. The puck along the boards, right in front of the players' benches in neutral ice as they jam for it. Johnson comes in to help out and ties the puck up. And somebody else from Massena is on the bottom of that pile. Who's getting up there? It's probably Sidden. No, it's Fauché. Fauché.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah.
So that ties things up, and Massena will make penalty killer changes here as Tracy and Tayo come out, along with Adams and Thompson. Timon stays out there with, let's see, who are they going to send out there? Cerrone is out there. This is Joey Cerrone, along with P.J. Shine and Dave Ryan. Nope, check that. Steve Zip is now centering this line. The puck comes to Thompson. He just dumps it down the ice. And Casca comes out to play it and leaves it behind the net. Circling around to pick it up is Scotty Brown. First time I think we've seen him in the hockey game. Brown, a defenseman. He's their fifth defenseman. Now the puck along the boards goes to O'Leary, who just dumps it in the Massena zone. He and Tayo jam for it. Coming in to pick up the puck is Steve Zip. Zip goes back to the point. Here's a shot wide. Nice zip on that shot. Comes to Tracy. And
look out.
Whoa, he backhanded it up into the crowd. He got somebody with it. I think she's okay, though, hopefully.
I don't think she was paying attention, but I'm sure that woke her up.
Or put her to sleep, one or the other.
It sort of glanced off her.
I think Pat just meant to backhand it down the ice, but kind of got away from him, went up into the crowd.
Yeah. I'm sure he didn't want to put it up into the stands, that's for sure.
Coach Donnie Clark, the Ogdensburg coach, coming over to check things out there and make sure she's okay. Yeah. Off the face-off. Puck controlled. Here's an opportunity for Timon. They go back to the point. Here's O'Leary. O'Leary winds his shot. We get a whistle. Man in the crease, I believe. And that'll move the face-off outside the zone. DeRushy had that one all the way anyway. 6 seconds left in the man advantage for Bishop Timon. 13:09 in the middle period. Massena and Timon are tied at 2. Raiders, after trailing 2-0 in the first period, got one in the first and one early in the second to tie things up here. And that's where we are right now. Coming out for Timon, Chris Whalen will be out there. And who's going to take the face-off for them? That's going to be Chris Thorpe. Massena's got Tayo out there along with Parker, Sidden, and Schneider. Off the draw, Parker got railed, and there's going to be a penalty.
Yep.
And that's going to go against Bishop Timon as Chris Parker just got railed. And going to the box will be Sean Lafferty, number 12. And Lafferty gets a rest. With 3 seconds left in the Massena penalty, the Raiders will be on the power play here in 3 seconds. Of course, Craner's just chomping at the bit to come back out on the ice. Off the face-off. Puck dumped in the Massena zone. Sidden in after it. Being forechecked there by Chris Whalen. Gets it to Schneider. Craner's back, and Massena's back on the power play. The puck goes down the ice, too far for everybody. That'll be an icing call, as Sidden tried to hit Craner with a pass, but it was just too far ahead of him.
You know, it seems all the passes so far in the game have just been about 6 to 8 inches off everybody's stick, or I think this score would be a little bit different right now. But they're just a little bit off in their passes. The intentions are there to get the puck to the open man, but their passes have just been off just a tad.
Okay, Cerrone will take the face-off. Cerrone out there along with Carney. Try to kill this off up front, off the face-off. The puck comes right in front of the net, picked up by Sidden. Carney kind of got a weak shot off there, but he didn't get through. Here's Sidden. Headman pass on the stick of Schneider. Schneider kind of overskated. Ice a little bit slow, I think. Offsides will be called as Tayo kind of fell over the blue line, and it's called for offsides. I do think the ice is a little bit slow.
It's either the ice is slow or the puck's slow, because the skaters are overskating the puck.
Yeah, it's. I think that's what you give up when you have a warm building.
Yeah.
You know, it slows the ice, makes the ice just a little bit softer.
It seems like they're using a warm puck out there that they haven't been kept in. That hasn't been kept in ice.
Off the face-off, Schneider takes it in the zone. Massena on the power play. Schneider for the Raiders. Over to Parker. Parker takes it in the corner from Massena. Parker controls, backs it in behind to Tayo, goes right by him. Tayo digs it out of the corner. Tayo now controlling it, looking to go back to Craner. Drops it to him at the blue line, right back to Tayo. Tayo in the circle, the shot knocked down. I think that got Sidden.
Right on the inside of the leg.
Now the puck in the corner. Tile feeds it behind the net for Parker. Parker looking to wrap it around to Craner. His shot, he misfired on it.
Nice pass.
It was a nice pass right in the slot. Puck around behind the net. Parker with it again. The wrap around. Hit the side. I think the goalie got a piece of it. Here's Tile looking to wrap it. Now he takes it back behind the net. Trying to swipe it to Sidden. Chris has got it. Fakes the shot. Now he takes it. Goes wide. In the corner. Parker. Parker steps by a check. Takes it right in front. Short side shot knocked down. The puck controlled by Timon to the blue line and down the ice on the backhand by Dave Cerrone. And that takes care of the penalty. And Massena, as yet, unable to score in the power play. Here's Sidden with it. Sidden gets kind of tied up in the corner by Frito. Frito takes the puck away, but Craner steps in front and knocks it away. Now Craner directs it over to Schneider. Schneider by a check out to center ice. Picked up there by McCracken. McCracken, who's got one of the Massena goals, steps by a check, has the puck taken away. Back the other way comes Timon. They just dump it in the zone, and that's an icing call as it came from the other side of the red line. That'll move the face-off back into Timon territory. 2-2 tie game, 11:04. That's what's remaining to go here. You're listening to 1340 Radio, WMSA, Massena, New York. The voice of the Massena Red Raiders hockey team. Jake Morris's line out from Massena. Morris will take the face-off against P.J. Shine. Off the draw, Convertini, the backhander, goes wide. Puck around the boards. Jamming for it there is Cerrone. That's Joey Cerrone. He can't control it. Back to the point. Here's a shot through a screen by Thompson. Goes in the corner from Massena. McCracken of Massena after it goes to Convertini. His shot, sharp angle. The save made by Jimmy Casca. The puck not out. Kept in by Jake Morris from Massena. Morris bounces at it. Can't control it. Now it goes to Thompson from Massena at the blue line, trying to hit it through the middle. The puck bounces around, and finally it's controlled by Timon as they move it down the ice for Bishop Timon. Into the zone it goes. That's Terry Trio, taken away by Jake Morris. Morris from Massena in his own end, pokes it around for Thompson. Thompson trying to go up the boards to Morris, stepping in front and intercepting P.J. Shine. Feeds it in behind the Massena net. For Morris, for Massena after it. Thompson looking to tie it as well. The whistle blows, they tie it up. They tie it up and the whistle blows, and the face-off will come in Massena territory with 10:14 left in the middle period. 2-2 game. Steve Zipp's line coming out now. Zip out there with Mike Hughes and Joe Treader. And for Massena, I think the Pat Tracy line coming out. Off the face-off, puck goes in behind the net. Sidden from Massena picks it up. Here's Sidden breaking out on the left side. He's got a head of steam up. Here comes Chris down the left side and on the off wing. Stops, trying to drop it back to the point. Fauché dumping it in behind the net. Jeff Johnson, who's out on his wing for the first time tonight, going after it, picks it up. Here's Johnson taking into the boards. Schneider's there to pick it up. Gets a shot right on, the save made. Really sharp angle, and Casca didn't have any trouble with it. But the faceoff will come where Massena wants it, in Bishop Timon territory. I forgot to ask the coach who Bishop Timon was.
I think he was a Methodist minister in Buffalo.
Off the face-off, dumped down the ice by Timon, and that'll be an icing call.
Buffalo seems to have quite a few Catholic schools in and around the city. Probably no more than any other large city in New York State, but it seems like every school that from the western part of the state, you run across a school that has a Catholic minister or priest or Monsignor named after it, or bishop.
Off the face-off, puck slides in the Massena zone. Schneider picks it up for the Raiders. Schneider now changing directions, goes to Sidden. Sidden's headman intercepted. The shot saved by DeRushy. Giveaway in the Massena zone, almost hurt that time. And I heard Quenny go, oh, back to the point it goes. And it's off the ice surface, and the face-off will be in the Massena zone. That was a plain and simple giveaway.
Yep.
Face-off will come top of the face-off circle. To the right of goaltender Bruce DeRushy is the Craner line steps over the boards, and Jim Frito's line coming out. Frito, Carney, and Cerrone. That's Dave Cerrone. For Timon. On defense, Trio is out there along with, I think that's O'Leary off the face. Puck right in the slot, picked up by Adams. Headman pass to Tayo. Trying to split the D. Goes ahead to Parker. Offside.
Boy, that was close. That was close.
And the face-off will move back to about the red line. That was close.
Yes. Greg seemed very confident in making that call, though. So from up here, though, it looked like it was real close.
Of course, he's a little closer than we are. So face-off. Craner again against Trito. Off the draw. Tayo after it. Feeds it into the corner. Back for it is the big defenseman Trio. Tayo takes him into the boards. The puck's underneath Trio. Now Craner comes in to help out. And the puck's still free. Now it's underneath. They jam for it. It's still free. It comes free. It's picked up by Craner. Backhander right on the save made by Kaska. A lot of hustle there by Tayo and Craner that time. Gave Massena an opportunity.
Yep, they just couldn't get the puck out from underneath either player for Timons, but Kevin got it, but he had one hand on his stick, and you don't put much behind the puck with just one hand.
I think Kevin, you can notice he doesn't have the full use of his ankle. He's not going his usual speed.
He taped up the outside. He wasn't getting enough support from my tape job on the inside, and he decided to put some tape on the outside, but it does.
Trio got a penalty on that play. Apparently, he was called for cross-checking, and that happened behind the net again. And so Massena will go back on the power play here. As of yet, no power play goals for Massena. Face-off will be in the Timon zone to the left. Off the face-off, right on. So Craner getting a shot right off the face-off. And the save is made by Kaska again. And he's been busy in this period as well. Ryan is out there to take the face-off. Ryan and Joey Cerrone are the two up-front penalty killers. Back, it's O'Leary and Madison for Bishop Timon. Now they toss Craner out of the circle, and Tayo steps in to take the draw. Off the face-off. The puck goes back to the blue line and out to center ice. Nobody knew which direction that was going to go in. And Chris Sidden comes back for it from Massena. Over to Brett Schneider. Schneider headman of Chris Parker. Raiders take it in the zone. Parker steps by a check. Oh, he got railed into the boards. And the puck is tied up in the corner. As Parker got by the first check, but not the second.
Well, two guys came in after him into the corner, and they end up with a face-off to the left of the goalie with 8:40 left. The score is still tied 2-2.
Now Panic and Madison will be out there. Back, and up front it's going to be Carney and Cerrone. This is Dave Cerrone. Craner stays out there with his line mates, Sidden and Schneider for Massena. Face off left side, Timon territory. Off the draw, puck goes in behind the net. Back to the blue line, not out. Kept in there nicely by Brett Schneider for Massena. Into Parker. Parker in the corner now, trying to move it around. Steps by a check in behind the net. Here's Parker now, goes to Sidden, the 45. Back to Craner at the point, back to Sidden. Sidden steps in, fakes it, goes back to Craner, and it's deflected. Craner falls down, comes up with a puck anyway. Big play by Kevin Craner. Sidden now back the other way, across the slot. Here's a shot high and wide. And the puck in the corner. Tayo taken into the boards, but comes up with it anyway. Now slides it by. Sidden coming in to help out Tayo. Back to Craner at the point. Goes back to Tayo. Here's Tayo stepping in front. Stepping by the check. Here's Tayo backhander shot. Save. Big save by Kaska.
A lot of shots up high, Jerry, and you can't score goals with that puck up high. The goalie's had his blocker on a couple of them and his glove hand on him. You got to keep that puck on the ice, as you well know, to be able to get that puck in the net.
Now Massena did everything but score. Jeff Tayo comes, gee, when he goes into the box.
They got to be patient. You know,
that's right.
You got to realize it'll get there, but just got to keep going after it.
Bishop Timon just picked up another penalty after the whistle, and somebody went in the box, so Massena's going to have a two-man advantage here for 29 seconds. See who it is. Madison. Roughing. So roughing the call on Madison. Timon's been in the box a lot this game, but so far Massena unable to get a power play goal. They got a two-man advantage now, and off the face-off, the puck controlled by Johnson. Thompson shot right on, and the save is made by Jimmy Kaska with Jeff Fauché camped on the doorstep. And we'll face it off again. I don't think Thompson really meant that as a shot.
I think he was looking for a deflection somewhere, but nobody got in front of it, and Kaska easily picked the puck up off the ice with his glove.
Thompson now feeding Johnson. Johnson has it taken away in the corner. O'Leary looking to tie it up. Johnson digging for it. Puck along the boards. Now Fauché in there to help out. He's got the puck, trying to slide it through. Goes in behind the net. Johnson. 6 seconds in the initial penalty. Back to the point. Adams, stepping into the slot, sliding it across. Thompson, the shot, save, the rebound. Johnson, his shot deflected high in the air. One of the penalties is up. Massena, though, still on the power play. As coming back out now is P.J. Shine. Puck goes in behind the net. Shine after it. He's looking for the hole, and he takes a whack at it. Down the ice it goes. Tracy got a glove on it, but it still goes all the way back down the ice. Here's Tracy with it. Starts to move it out. Tracy. Long headman pass, Jeff Johnson. He misplayed it. Comes back to the Massena blue line. Adams with it. Over to Thompson. Thompson, he just got railed. Could have been called something there. Stick a little high, but the puck comes back to center ice. It's dumped down and gloved by DeRushy. I don't even know if that was on, but Adams picks up the loose puck. Just 17 seconds left in the penalty. Adams slides it ahead for Jeff Johnson. Johnson feeding Tayo. Tayo steps by. Here comes Tayo. Short side, circles, so it's too deep in. Now Massena gets a shot. It's wide. Comes to Sidden, right side of the goalie, about halfway out. Sidden trying to slide it through, goes off a stick. Sidden gets it railed in the corner, gets it to Tayo. Tayo, sharp angle right in front. Johnson can't get the shot off. He's still got the puck. It comes free. The penalty is up, and Timon controls it out to center ice. It slides back in the Massena zone. Somebody touched it on the way through. After it is Adams from Massena, feeding it to Tracy. Tracy breaks out right side. Pat Tracy bouncing it to center ice. Goes all the way back to the Timon blue line, controlled there by Trio. Trio feeding it over on the other side for O'Leary. Dumps it deep in the Massena zone. Back there is Mike Adams, sliding it along the boards. Adams kicks it ahead. Here's a shot taken. Tile breaks it up, and the puck is out to center ice.
We got a penalty here.
And there's going to be a penalty.
Yep. Roughing, elbowing.
Elbow the call.
Boy, he came at him about half ice, and thank God he missed Adams, but he nailed the glass instead, but Greg Waltz was right on top of it.
I think Ryan's going to get the call for elbowing. So Massena right back in another power play. They're 0 for a lot on the power play here.
Well, they didn't have much possession time with that puck when we were 2 men up, let alone 1 man up on that last power play, so hopefully they can turn it around and do something.
Coming out to kill it, Treader's out there, along with Mike Hughes. And let's see here. Who else is out there? Zip is out there. No, Treader didn't get in. He wanted to, but he couldn't. Puck comes to Sidden. Sidden, a cross-ice pass. Schneider, his shot goes wide. Not by much, though.
No.
Puck along the boards. Tile looking to move it out of there. Also in there is Sidden. He loses it. Back out to center ice. Here comes Steve Zip. Zip breaks in the zone, making some good moves. That at the last minute, deflected by Schneider. Schneider stayed with him. As Zip lived up to his name that time. That's terrible, isn't it?
He wasn't moving that fast.
2-2 tie here. 5:24 left to go in the period. Second period, Ogdensburg tournament. Treader now is out there, and he'll take the face-off. Off the draw, puck back to the point. Here's a shot. DeRushy makes the save. The rebound knocked down, and Massena controls. They're on the power play. Here comes Kevin Craner. Craner following the puck in the zone. He's got it to the side of the net. Couldn't control it. Craner has it poked away. Schneider steps in front of it. Bangs it around behind the net. Tayo trying to go after it. He's in the corner. I think we're going to have another penalty. A hooking call against who?
Massena. Craner, Kevin going over again.
Yeah. Craner goes for hooking.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't either, but that's the call. So that'll even things up for 46 seconds, and then Timon will go on the power play. 5:01 left to go in the second period. 2-2 tie game. So Craner goes off for hooking. Let's see here. Fauché and Johnson out there now. Adams and Thompson. And we've got P.J. Shine to take the face-off. Off the draw. Puck controlled by Fauché. Fauché takes it across in the zone. Jeff with a puck now. Stops in the corner. Goes back to the point. Here's Thompson, the drive. Deflected right on.
Yeah,
score! Johnson!
Good play.
Jeff Johnson got the rebound. A Tim Thompson shot. And Massena goes on top 3-2. And again, Johnson right in the right place at the right time.
You know who set that up, Jerry, was Jeff Fauché. He got control of that puck, went wide, knew he didn't have a shot. He stopped, circled around, gave it back to Thompson. That's where Thompson took a shot. Johnson had the rebound. Nice goal.
4-on-4 goal for Massena. Johnson getting the goal. Fauché did pick up an assist, so he gets Fauché. Fauché gets the assist, and Thompson as well. So it's 3-2 Massena. Massena with the first lead in the ball game. They've been out shooting Timon quite a bit, but on the scoreboard it's been tied for a while. Fauché backhands it. We're down to 20 seconds in the Timon penalty, and then we'll be on the power play. Here comes Adams, drop pass, Johnson in the slot, the big drive. Nice kick save by Kaska. And the puck goes around the boards. Somebody ended up in the net, and the net's off its moorings. That was Mike Adams who ended up in the net, along with goaltender Kaska. And Jeff Johnson with a good opportunity right there. But Kaska made a good save. Massena on top, 3-2 now, with 4:25 left in the second period. Things have slowed down quite a bit.
I've noticed that. You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but there hadn't been a whole lot of action. Even, like I said, with the two-men power play, 2 men up. We haven't done a lot with it, but there again, it doesn't take much to get a couple goals.
Face-off will be in Timon territory. Pat Tracy out there to take the draw. The face-off won by Frito. He drops it behind the net for Jack O'Leary. Jack O'Leary, that sounds like a Boston hockey name, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tayo with a puck now. Is Massena killing a penalty?
Certainly not for Buffalo.
Okay. Tayo steals the puck now. Feeds it back in Timon territory. 30 seconds left in the Timon power play. The coach is yelling power play.
Yep.
It doesn't look too powerful at the moment, but we'll see. Here comes Trito in the zone, gets knocked down. The puck bouncing in the slot. Brett Schneider finds the handle and dumps it out to center ice. Back to pick it up is Jack O'Leary again. O'Leary out there along with Trio. O'Leary starts out. Oh, Tayo almost stole it. The headman pass stolen by Parker. He got railed, picking it up. Here comes Trito, the backhander. Saved by DeRushy. He holds on. And he hugged the post and cut down the angle and made the save.
Stayed right with it.
So we're down to 3.5, and the penalty is up, by the way. That just ended the penalty, so Massena back to 5-on-5. 3-2, Massena leads. 3.5 left to go in the second period. OFA won the first game 6-2 over Plattsburgh High School. Be interesting to see what Timon does against the Blue Devils tomorrow. I think it probably depends on Kaska. What do you think?
Yeah, I dare
Off the face-off. Puck control, Convertini gets rubbed into the boards. Now he picks up the loose puck and dumps it. Off a defenseman, right back out again. Schneider feeding it ahead for Convertini. Convertini across the blue line, poke checked away from him, and it's dumped back in the Massena zone. Now Sidden picks up the loose puck, banging it ahead to the blue line, but not out. Goes back in the corner. Brett Schneider with it. Schneider kicks it ahead, looks to headman, goes to Jake Morris. Morris trying to feed Convertini, gets tied up. Puck knocked away. Schneider follows and dumps it in Timon zone. Around the boards it comes, controlled by the Timon defenseman as he starts to move it out. Trio poke checked away by Morris, but he can't control it as covering up was Brown. Now the puck along the boards and out to center ice. Goes all the way back in the Massena zone. They're going to wave the icing off, apparently, and it's fired around the boards to Convertini. Convertini having a little trouble with it, pokes at it, looks to tie it up, puck slides along the boards. Morris in there after it. Finally, the whistle blows, and they're going to move the face-off outside, I guess. We're down to 2:30 left to play here, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Second period, Massena leading 3-2.
Seems like Bishop Timon's now starting to get a little more physical out there. I noticed it a little more this second period than the first period. They're starting to take a run at a few players. And
of course, just put him in the box a lot.
Yeah, well, don't wake him up.
Fauché feeding it ahead for Jeff Johnson. His pass intercepted. Following up is Tim Thompson. Thompson on his knees, trying to control. He does. The puck goes to Fauché, poke checked away. Good job by Thompson staying with it. He's after it in the corner now. Throws a check, Fauché. Puck comes free and slides back in behind the net. Picked up there by O'Leary. O'Leary feeding it up along the boards out to center ice. Comes the Massena blue line. Thompson is there. Headman for Johnson, a little bit behind him. Tracy steps back, feeds it to Thompson. Thompson over to Adams on the backhand. Does he get it out of the zone? Not quite. Now Thompson feeds it through. Comes to the blue line, but not out. Tracy looking to tie it up along the boards. And finally, Jeff Johnson picks up the loose puck. Here's Johnson across the goal mouth. Headman goes to Tracy. Tracy feeding it into the zone, and it goes in behind the net. Controlled by the goalie, losing it. Johnson picks it up right in front. Here's Tracy, and he misfired on it. Good opportunity for Tracy. Puck comes out to center ice. Here comes Chris Whalen. Whalen wants off. They dump the puck down in the Massena zone. In behind the net is Chris Sidden for the Raiders. Kind of bottled up. He starts to move it out, circling back again. Feeding it over to Mike Adams. Adams on the backhand. Around the boards it goes. Tracy throws a check. The puck comes back into Adams again with 1:13. Adams with it right in front of his own net. Gets it down the ice. And that is going to be, well, it's not on, but the goalie played it, so it's not icing. And the puck left for Panic. Panic starts out on the left side, the big defenseman. He dumps it. That'll be an icing call. Well, they didn't call it. Puck in behind the net. Schneider with it. Schneider for Massena. After DeRushy played it, moves it ahead. Here's a headman pass meant for Tayo. Craner after it. Here comes Kevin in the zone. Oh, boy, he got hauled down. And Greg Walsh had his back to the play and didn't see it. Now the puck comes to Craner. Backhander knocked down in front. Craner gets it again. We have a whistle and a man down on the ice.
Greg doesn't even see him. Or does he?
Wayne Hummel blew the whistle that time to stop play as the Bishop Timon player was down. I think Gregory got caught a little out of position that time.
Well, he turned, instead of facing the play, he turned the opposite way, and that's when Kevin went down the first time. And then Hummel, way at the blue line, the opposite side of the ice, had to call make the whistle for the injured player, and Greg skated over, and I don't think he saw him at all down there.
Anyway, the faceoff will be in Timon territory to the top of the faceoff circle. 38 seconds left. Craner's line out there against the PJ Shine line. Shine with Cerrone and Ryan. That's Joey Cerrone. Off the face, back to Schneider. Schneider's shot. Save on the kick by Casca. Puck bounces around, back in the Massena zone. Sidden after it with 30 seconds left. Sidden circling, whips it around the boards. Coming to Tayo. Tayo steps by a check, trying to sweep it out of the zone. Ryan steps in front of it now. Ryan is out there. Tayo gets it, feeds it ahead. Here comes Craner, 2-on-1. Craner, he's got Parker, feeds Parker, and it goes off his stick behind the net. Parker now steps by a check, has it taken away with 9 seconds left. Controlled, back to the blue line, not out. Sidden takes a whack at it, deflected right on the save made with 1 second left by Casca. Not a hard shot, but it got changed direction on the way through.
That's a tough pass to a skater that's got a right-handed shot. When you're coming down the right side, it's tough to pick that puck up, and that's just what happened with Parker. He just couldn't get the puck on his stick to shoot.
So the faceoff will come with 1 second left in the period. Craner's going to have to get the shot right off. He doesn't. And the period ends. And the Massena Red Raiders scored the only 2 goals in the period and have taken favor of Massena. And we're underway in the third period off the faceoff. Puck back in the Massena zone. Controlling it is Sidden over to Schneider. The Craner line out. Schneider lost it. Gets it ahead to Craner. He slides it over to Parker. Back to Craner on the give and go. He's taken out of the play. Picking up the loose puck there is Ed Carney back out to center ice. Dumped in the Massena zone once again. Again, the ice looking very, very slow here tonight. Puck around the boards. Sidden with it. In behind the net. Trying to feed it around the boards. He gets it back again. And it comes up to Parker. A little bit too far for Parker. Goes by everybody. And it's picked up back in the end by Scott Brown for Bishop Timon. Brown with it now, side of his net, being forechecked by Tayo. Manages to get it up to the blue line and out to center ice. Controlled by Parker now. Cuts across and dumps it. And Massena's going to make a line change. Tayo, though, goes after it in the corner. I think Tayo just wants to tie it up, but he can't. And the puck controlled by Brown again. Right in front of the net. He gets upended. Johnson steals the shot, but there's going to be a penalty.
Trip.
Yeah, tripping call going against Pat Tracy. That caused the puck to be coughed up and Johnson to have an opportunity, but had it been a goal, it would not have been a goal. So the faceoff will come in Timon territory, and Pat Tracy gets a tripping call, and Massena will have to kill a penalty off here. Timon has 1 power play goal in the first period. 14:02 left to go, third period. Score reads 3-2 for the Massena Red Raiders, but they will be put to the test. I guess they're going to move the faceoff outside the zone now. Johnson will be out there, along with Fauché, Thompson, and Adams. Off the faceoff, Jim Frito with it. Frito circles in behind his net. He's out there with PJ Shine. Ahead to Shine. Back to Frito. Behind him Coming over on the other side will be Jack O'Leary, dumping it behind the net. Jeff Johnson with a forecheck. Now Frito with it again, starts it out. Feeds it over to the Massena blue line. Thompson steals it. Back in the zone again. Offsides will be called. And the faceoff moves outside Massena territory with 1:04 left in the Timon power play. P.J. Shine steps up to take the faceoff for Bishop Timon. He'll face it off against Jeff Johnson. Dave Cerrone on one wing and Frito on the other. Off the faceoff, Johnson wins it, dumps it in the Timon end. After it is Fauché. Fauché just looking to waste a little time now, controls the puck in behind the net, jamming for it along with P.J. Shine. Finally, Shine comes up with it. Fauché backs off now, looking to forecheck. Shine lugging the puck into the Massena zone. Here's Shine, poke checked away, goes back to the point. Dumped to an open wing in the corner by O'Leary. Puck goes by everybody in behind the net. After it there is Schneider. Schneider gets tied up by Shine. The puck's still free. Apparently Shine picks it up. Tries to get it back to the blue line. Kept in nicely by O'Leary. Now into Shine again. Shine tried to take a dive and it didn't work for him. Trying to go across the goal mouth and couldn't get the shot off with Frito. Puck goes in behind the net. Bouncing up into the wall. And the face-off with 17 seconds left in the power play will come outside the zone. Apparently it went off Bishop Timon's stick.
There again, Massena trying to kill that power play, and Timon moving the puck around, but really not getting any shot off. There was a good cross ice pass that went on the stick of number 10 there, but he didn't get the shot, and thank God it went out of play into the crowd.
Here's Sitton with it, looking to tie it up in behind the net, poked away. Goes inside of that. Snyder gets a piece of it. Bouncing around, still behind the net. Timon trying to center, goes right in the slot, picked up by Tayo, and he dumps it down the ice. I think that'll be an icing call against Massena. Yep, as the penalty had just elapsed. And so the faceoff will move back in Massena's zone, but they killed off the penalty.
Good heads-up play by the referees. That's a tough call to make. You've got to see if the time's up, if the guy's on the ice, but also make sure it's an icing call to begin with.
Jake Morris's line comes out from Massena now. Morris, McCracken, and I think Convertini's playing on this wing now. Off the faceoff, puck in the circle, bounces in on DeRushy. Actually wasn't right on, as the puck came high in the air off the stick, I believe, of Joe Treader. But DeRushy gloved it and held on for the faceoff. I don't even think we could give him a save on that.
No, not really. That puck would have gone well over the back of the net, but he decided to grab it, and we got a face-off.
You might be hard-pressed to get in double figures for saves tonight. They haven't put too many shots on him, but they do have 2 goals. 3-2, Massena leads. Off the face-off, Craner's out there now. Here's an opportunity right in front, and the puck poked away. I'm not sure who did the poke check, but they made a good play. Parker trying to backhand it out of the zone. Parker now pokes at it. Ahead to Craner, goes by him. Picked up at the blue line by Madison. Back to the Massena blue line. Parker feeds Tayo on the open wing. Left side, the shot. Big save by Casca. Puck in the corner. Tayo after it. Gets railed into the boards by Trio. Tayo gets knocked down. Parker picks up the loose puck. Circles in behind the net. Looking for somebody to pass to. Goes back to Thompson. Thompson, a cross-ice pass. Over on the other side, Adams. His shot high over the glass. Or not over the glass, but into the glass. Parker after it in behind the net. Trying to slide it free to Tayo. Tayo now sweeps it along the boards. Gets it in front. Free the backhander. Nice save. Oh, good backhander by Jeff Tayo, but a good save by Jim Casca.
Right into the pads of Casca.
He's kept them in the game, no doubt about it.
Certainly has.
3-2, Massena leading with 11:37 left in the third period. Jake Morris's line out now. Convertini and McCracken are the 2 wingers. Of course, McCracken with Massena's first goal. McCracken shot, glove save, rebound. Convertini was there, but couldn't get the shot off. Back to Thompson at the point. He can't keep it in. Has to race back in his own end. Here comes Thompson after it. Puck in behind the net. Sweeps it around the boards for McCracken. McCracken trying to poke it out of the zone. He does. Gets by a check. Here comes Convertini. He's got Morris. Feeds Morris left side. Morris, trying to pass it across the goal mouth. And we got a couple of pushing and shoving action going on. I think the goalie got a penalty as he took a whack at Scotty McCracken.
Scotty was coming in on the goalie, and I think Casca tried to protect himself, and Scotty kept coming right at him. And I think he might give him a high stick penalty.
That's what it looks like.
That or elbowing, because he gave him a good shot. Scotty got a good shot by Casca.
Boy, I guess so. And the attempt was to pass it across the goal mouth. I'll tell you what, Casca made a good play to stop it with a glove. But then as McCracken was bearing in on him, he took a shot at him. And I don't know why, but the penalty is going to be served by, of course, another player. But Massena will go on the power play, I think. Wait a minute. Okay, now we're having changes here. I think it is a Massena power play. They don't have it up on the board, though, for some reason.
Now they've got it.
Okay, there we go. And it's a double minor.
No, he just changed it.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a little slow on the clock.
Okay.
Number 12 serving the penalty.
Okay. Off the face-off, Massena on the power play. Sidden sliding it in. Here's Tayo in the corner, right side of the goalie, Casca. Tayo back to Sidden, halfway out, goes back to Craner. Craner cuts across. Craner, the quick wrist shot, knocked down in front. The rebound, Tayo shot, saved by Casca. Puck in the corner, Tayo after it again. Tayo trying to kick it along. He does to Sidden. Sidden moving it out now. Hidden shot, saved by Casca. So Casca coming up with a couple more saves here. And we're down to 106 in the power play. 3-2 Massena leading with 10:50 left in the third period. Now a couple of new penalty killers coming out. Trito coming out along with, let's see here, Ed Carney. So Trito will face off against Craner. Craner's line out there, Sidden and Schneider. Massena's first power play unit. Off the face, puck back along the boards, and it's down the ice. Off the stick of Ed Carney. All the way back in the Massena zone. We got a whistle, and it's going to go against Massena. A penalty, I believe, against Jeff Tayo. A tripping call against Tayo. So now the face-off is back in the Massena zone. That'll nullify the power play. So we're skating 4-on-4 now.
Things are getting a little sloppy in this third period.
Yeah, they sure are. Coming out now, Carney will be out there along with Frito. Also out there, Panic will be with Madison. Off the face-off, puck back to the blue line, out to center ice. Johnson after it, but Pat Tracy picks up the loose puck, takes it across. Here's Tracy. Oh, he couldn't control it. Puck goes in behind the net, picked up by Carney. Carney headmans it, goes to Frito. Frito back to Carney. Carney across the blue line. Steps by one check. Here's Carney. Poke checked away in the last minute. Puck around the boards. Tracy throws a check. Sidden picks up the puck. Sidden, long headman pass meant for Johnson. It's going to bounce off the boards and goes in behind the net. And the goaltender went to play it, but then let it go by. And icing will be called on Massena. 30 seconds left in the Bishop Timon penalty. 1:01 in the Massena penalty. And 10:14 in the third period. 3-2, Massena holds on to the lead. Massena 3, Bishop Timon 2. Coming out now will be Joe Treader and Steve Zip, Jack O'Leary, and Scott Brown. Off the face-off, Massena's Johnson controls, takes a whack at it, right on. The rebound, Fauché after it, takes a whack and missed it completely. There's going to be a penalty on Bishop Timon as hooking call is going after it was Fauché, and he got hooked from behind. And maybe that's why he missed the puck.
Yeah. He had a good chance to get a good rebound.
O'Leary gets the call. Johnson took the shot from way down the ice, but there was a big rebound on it, and Fauché was racing for it and got hooked. Couldn't get the shot off. So now Massena will go on a 4-on-3 power play for 22 seconds. Things have, to say the least, slowed down here in the third period, even more than they did in the second period. Tracy coming out now, replacing Fauché. Johnson stays out there. And Adams and Thompson will be the point men. Dave Cerrone will take the face-off for Bishop Timon. Off the draw, back to the point. Adams tees it high over the glass. Here comes Thompson, gets by a check, but gets knocked down, and Timon's going to dump it down the ice on the backhand. Mike Adams after, with 9 seconds left in the Massena power play. About time for one more rush, maybe. Adams headman on the stick of Tracy, now goes by him. Tracy after it, skates around. The defenseman, Tracy, sharp, short side shot, and the save made by Casca. Puck backhanded, but not out. Kept in by Adams. just dumps it to the open corner. Penalty is up on Timon, so we're even. Back to the point, Adams with it. Centering it right in front to Johnson. Johnson can't find it in his skates, and Timon controls. Turning around is Madison. Back up to the blue line, Thompson. Thompson for Massena, now to Tracy. Tracy circling by the defense. Takes it in the corner. Back to Thompson for Massena. His shot deflected. Hits the glass in behind the net. Racing for it is Panic. Johnson forechecking him. Comes up with a puck. Here's Jeff Johnson. Johnson looking to send it back to the point. Kevin Craner stepping in front, trying to go through the defense. Goes back to Adams at the point. Adams steps by a check. The shot goes wide. Hits the side of the net. Now Fauché with it. Has it poke checked away by the defenseman, Madison for Timon. Fauché for Massena. Madison. Johnson in there as well. Fauché looking for the loose puck. And where is it? Johnson takes it. Here's Jeff Johnson circling in front, trying to center it. Goes all the way back to the point. Adams steps by a check. Fires it into the corner. We got pushing and shoving going on. The puck comes around the boards. Thompson feeding Johnson. Johnson trying to slide it through. He gets railed. And Timon's going to try to ice the puck. Hit the official. I think it got him in the head. And the puck comes along the blue line. They jam for it into the zone. Thompson still controlling it. Feeds it in behind the net. It goes to Madison. We're all even now, finally. The puck to Tayo. Tayo now trying to get it right in front. Craner scored! And I think actually it was Parker that fed him the pass, but Kevin Craner gets the goal, and he was all by himself right in front of goaltender Kaska. He kind of snuck in on the left side. Yeah. Nobody picked him up, and Parker saw him.
The defense, I think he got behind the defense, and they didn't realize it was in there. And, of course, as you said, a nice pass, nice assist, and it was a pretty goal.
I think Parker and Tayo will pick up assists on that goal on Kevin Craner. That's his second goal of the game. No, Thompson gets the other assist with Parker. So Parker and Thompson getting the assist. Tayo was in there throwing checks, though, so we'll give him an unofficial assist. Off the face-off, Morris's line out there. The puck goes back in the Massena zone. The Raiders now leading at 4-2. Sidden with it, in behind his net, feeding it over on the other side. Schneider lets it go back to the point, taking a whack at it is the defenseman. Morris takes the bouncing puck back to the blue line, out to center ice. McCracken racing for it, can't get to it. Brown feeds it back in the Massena zone. The layoff side's call, but they clear. And Sidden from Massena, moving it ahead. Along the boards, goes down the ice. They wave the icing off. In behind the net, it's Brown. Brown loses to Convertini from Massena. He can't control it. Now Convertini jams with the Bishop Timon player, and he picks up the loose puck. Timon with the puck now behind the net. McCracken throws a check, and it's picked up there by Convertini. Circling, Brown takes him into the boards. Convertini steps away, trying to center it, but it goes back to the blue line. We have a whistle. We're going to have an elbow call against Bishop Timon. And that's going to be P.J. Shine getting the elbowing call. And Massena will go on the power play again. About halfway through the third period, 7:22 left in period 3. And we promised Randy we won't waste too much time wrapping up so he can get out of the... Yeah, we don't want him to have to work too much overtime. Elbowing the call on Shine. Massena leading at 4-2. Of course, that fourth goal, the two-goal lead is big at this point.
Yeah.
Craner will take the face-off now. Off the draw, the bouncing puck, controlled by Sidden. Sidden getting the shot off, the save made, and Parker couldn't come up with a rebound. Kaska's going to have a lot of saves this period, too. Here's Parker with it. Massena on the power play. Feeds it to Schneider, back to Parker in the corner. Parker circles in front, the shot. Goal!
Upper right.
As Chris Parker finally puts Massena on a power play goal, as he beat the goaltender to the glove side right inside the crossbar. I think it kissed the post on the way through.
Yep, I thought Kaska thought he had the short side covered, but there again, it snuck through on his left side. Nice shot by Parker.
Chris Parker gets the goal to go with his assist on the last goal, and Massena goes up 5-2. Parker. Schneider. Tayo picked up an assist as well. Schneider and Tayo picking up the assists. Off the faceoff, puck to Adams. Adams trying to feed it around the boards. It goes to Steve Zip. Zip has it taken away. Massena controlling. The center ice, Jeff Johnson can't find the handle. Now Johnson has it poked away back to the Massena blue line. Adams is head manning it. Goes to Convertini. No, that's not Convertini. That's Fauché. Fauché to Johnson. Johnson trying to slide it back through to Fauché. It's knocked down, and it's backed by Scott Brown out to center ice. Now Adams with it. Feeding it ahead again. Fauché. Fauché backhands it off sides. Will be called on Massena. 6:23 left. Massena with a 3-goal advantage now, 5-3. In fact, Timon scored 2 goals early in the game and have not scored since. And haven't had any chances since.
No, not with 3 shots on net each period for the first 2 periods. You're not going to score many goals like that.
But Casca's had a heck of a game. And, if we pick game stars, he'd be one of them.
You bet he would.
Here's Fauché just jamming it deep into the territory of Timon. Jeff Johnson picking up the puck. Johnson centering it. Bouncing puck goes back to the point. Adams steps in front, shovels it. Around the boards it goes. Now Thompson pinching in, picking it up. Thompson behind the net. You wouldn't have seen this early in the season, the defenseman pinching in. Now Timon's just going to ice the puck. There's the whistle. And we're down to 5:53 left in the third period. Massena on top, 5-2. The Timon came out and scored 2 early goals, but Massena scored 5 in a row to take the 3-goal advantage now. And they finally got a power play goal. Took a while.
They've had their chances at the power play goal.
I guess so. Face-off will be right side in the Timon zone. Jake Morris's line out there. Of course, Scotty McCracken with a very big goal. He got the first Massena goal to get the Raiders going. And Kevin Craner with 2. Chris Parker with a goal. And who has the other one? I forget now. We're going to have an update here, I think, on the St. Lawrence score as soon as we get a break in the action. Here comes Timon in on the off wing. Back to the point. The backhander deflected side of the net, but it goes behind. And Mike Adams picks it up, but we have an interference call and a penalty, and I think it's going to go against Massena's Convertini. So St. Lawrence wins their game, right?
7-3.
7-3 the final for the Skating Saints.
Haven't heard anything on the Golden Knights.
I'm sure all the portable radios now will be turned to the other frequency. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
So Massena getting a penalty here. I'm not sure. Is that McCracken? Yeah, I guess it is McCracken. Going off for interference. And so Massena with a penalty-killing situation here. Jeff Tayo will be out there along with Jeff Fauché, Sidden, and Schneider. Yeah, it is McCracken. Back to the point it goes. Timon controls. It's Panic. Panic trying to feed it in. Left side. Moving it across. Knocked down. Comes back to Panic. Panic winds. A shot. No, Dereshi makes the blocker save. And Sidden picks up the loose puck. Feeds it to Fauché. Fauché takes a whack at it. Can't control it. Bouncing free in the corner. They jam for it. Picking it up there is O'Leary. Trying to center. It goes behind the net. Controlled. And poke checked away from P.J. Shine. He goes after it. Into the corner. 1 minute left in the power play. Here's Shine. Going to move it around. In the corner. Back in behind the net. It goes off a leg. Picked up by Schneider. And Schneider finds the hole and dumps it down the ice. Panic picks it up. Starting back the other way. Trying to headman it. Knocked down. Goes into the Massena zone. Tayo waits, and takes it out of the zone and just backhands it. Oh, boy, that was close to being a high stick. Yeah. Backhands it into Timon territory. Now Tayo comes off and Tracy comes on. Back comes Timon the other way. About 20 seconds left in the penalty. In behind the net, Chris Sidden with it. Sidden trying to step by a check. It's tied up. Coming in to try to pick up the loose puck is Cerrone for Timon. And we have a whistle as it's all tied up there. And we'll have a face-off with 13 seconds left in the Timon man advantage and 4:19 left in the third period. I think we got a final in the Clarkson game? No?
Oh, yeah. 5-3 Harvard.
5-3 Harvard.
Okay.
Okay.
We got a penalty to Mr. Sidden.
So Chris getting a penalty. Now Massena will be 2 men down. It's a roughing call.
Yep.
How often do you see Chris Sidden get a roughing call?
There's been 2 roughing calls this game. Not on Chris, but...
So now Massena with a 2-man disadvantage here. And the face-off will be in the Massena zone. 4:19 left to go in the third period. Massena up 5-2. Okay, taking the face-off, Steve Zip. And that's Jeff Tile back out there. Jeff wins the draw. They jam for it. Puck control, Fauché. He can't find a handle. And here's a shot knocked down by Schneider. Schneider whacks, and it goes up into the crowd. And they were down to 3 seconds left in the first Massena penalty. Went up into those people dressed like seats.
There's a lot of them, too.
Yeah.
Good crowd from Massena here, though.
Yeah, there are. In fact,
I think just about everybody you look up there, they seem to be from Massena.
Off the faceoff, Schneider takes a whack at it. Down the ice it goes, and Massena gets McCracken back out. He'll come to the bench, and the Raiders get somebody Thompson back out there. Now 1:07 left in the penalty. 3:55 in the period. Here comes Timon down the ice. Tim Panic trying to take it in himself. He loses the Tile. Backhand out to center ice. And we're going to have a hand or controlling the pass called on Scott Brown, a hand pass. That'll move should move the face off. Should they move it back in the other end? But apparently not. It's going to be just outside the Massena zone. 55 seconds left in the Massena penalty. 3:44 left in the third period. 5-2 Massena leads. Pat Tracy out there now, along with Jeff Johnson. Off the draw. Puck picked up by Lafferty. He loses to Johnson. Here's Jeff. Gets by, but offsides will be called.
This last period seems to be taking a while, doesn't it, Jerry? With the penalties and the puck in the middle of the ice and the whistles for offsides.
It's going to be about a 2-hour game before we're through here.
Yeah.
Oh, we started at 8:20, and it's 10:05 now.
Right.
WMSA, Massena, New York. Uh-oh.
Number 12's coming across the ice to the penalty box.
Sean Lafferty may have had
little bench
misconduct. So the net result, I don't think he'll just sit out the rest of the game, is what will happen. So it's a misconduct. He had obviously something to say. And a shot right on from the blue line and the save made by Casca. Yeah, that's what it was, a misconduct.
Wow.
Out to center ice it comes. Johnson trying to step in front of it. Takes a whack at it, but controlling it is Treader into the zone, knocked right down again. Down the ice by Tracy. About 20 seconds left in the penalty. And we're down to around the 3-minute left mark in the hockey game. Massena leading it 5-2. Puck comes to Johnson at his own blue line, trying to clear the zone. He can't. Puck goes right across the goal mouth. Here's an opportunity, and it's fired wide by Chris Whalen. I don't think he knew what to do with the puck when he got it. Okay, the puck comes along the boards now. Mike Adams with it, trying to backhand it to Johnson, and Johnson just directs it down the ice, and Casca has to make the save. And he leaves it in behind the net. Johnson right in there forechecking, putting the pressure on. The penalty is up, and we're back to 5-on-5. Puck out to center ice. Johnson has it poked away, gets it back again. Here's Johnson trying to feed it ahead for Parker. It's deflected back to the Massena blue line. Timmy Thompson picking it up. Thompson, head man over to Adams. Adams moving it along the sideline to Tayo. Tayo had Parker breaking but couldn't get it to him. And Parker has to come back or be offsides. But it's down the ice and a save.
All right.
That's the first one DeRushy's had in a while.
I think so.
2 minutes left to play.
He looked good on it, though, Jerry.
Massena leads the hockey game 5-2. Puck back in Timon zone. They control. Dump it back out to center ice. Adams steps in front of it. The puck gets by him, but the man doesn't. Comes through the slot. And Thompson trying to clear the zone. Makes the big poke check. They jam at it. Parker lost his stick. Tile picks up the puck. Feeds it to Craner. Here comes Craner one-on-one with a defenseman. Defenseman made a good play to break it up. And the puck bounces out to center ice. About a minute and a half left to play now. Hard check thrown. The puck down the ice. Sitting after it. Leaves it for Schneider. Schneider whistles it around the boards. Picked up by Tayo. Tayo, long head man pass on the stick of Parker. Here's Parker changing directions, trying to slide it through, gets it back again. Parker, the big drive, score!
Boy, opposite post. Went right off it, kicked off the back of his skate and in the net.
Chris Parker picks up his second goal with 1:16 left, and Massena goes on top 6-2. Parker with a drive from the left side. He came in on the right side, tried to slide it through the Craner. It hit the back of the defenseman's leg, came right back on his stick, he continued going over to the left and just took the big drive, and it hit the goalpost and went in.
I think he was waiting for somebody to play him, and the closer he kept going, nobody was around him, so we let her go.
Off the faceoff, puck goes back in the Massena zone, all the way back. Back for it is Sidden. Massena leads 6-2 now. Over to Schneider. Schneider gets bodied into the boards. Puck still free. Convertini picks up the loose puck. Gets railed. Puck free. Picked up. Here's a shot. Goes wide. And maybe Garushi had a piece of that. I don't know. Timon controlling it. It's Ryan in behind the net. Trying to wrap around. Save made. There's a penalty. And with 48 seconds left, Massena will get a penalty again. Not that it really matters now. I think that's a tripping call against Jake Morris. So Timon will go out back on the power play. Massena leading 6-2. I don't think you can score 4 goals in 48 seconds, can you?
No.
It'd be awful tough.
Yeah. I might take a bet or two on that one.
Off the faceoff. Puck controlled by Schneider, looking to tie it up. He still got it along the boards. And now it's finally blown dead. Good job by Brett Schneider that time to keep the puck in the boards. And that ate up a few seconds. 38 seconds left. Tayo will face it off against Kearney. Off the draw. Puck back to the point, but not out of there. Kept in by Brown. Brown feeding it over on the other side. Here's the drive through traffic. DeRushy's got it.
Boy.
And he holds on, I think.
Got a whistle.
A shot taken by Jack O'Leary from the right point. And DeRushy had it and held on.
Yep.
29 seconds left in the third period. 6-2 Massena. After trailing 2-0, the Raiders came roaring back with 6 straight. Off the face, back to the point. O'Leary's shot goes wide. In the corner, 22 seconds left. Moving around is Trotter. And we have a whistle, man in the crease.
Yep. Take it outside the zone.
And with 17 seconds left, that should almost do things right here.
Well, we could end up with another couple whistles, Jerry, before the final buzzer blows.
Massena on their way to another victory. There'll be their 11th of the year against 2 losses. Tayo steals the puck, trying to slide it through, but it's controlled by Timon in their own end. Massena 6-2. Timon's going to dump it. That'll be an icing call. Now apparently went off somebody, or else they're just going to let the time run out. And it does. And the game is over. A little bit of pushing and shoving at the end of the game, but I don't think that's going to amount to anything.
No.
And the Massena Red Raiders, after spotting Bishop Timon a 2-0 lead,